amigas, the holidays are finally here. Let me give you 6 easy decorating tips to create the coziest living room for you to enjoy with your family and friends all year round. The first thing you need to do is to declutter. And I know this is not a decorating tip, but this is essential before you start any decorating project. Unfortunately, you won't feel comfortable and at peace in your space if it's full of clutter. I get it, not every day you're gonna have an organized space, especially if you have kids. But my number one tip to keeping your living room organized is to have baskets. I have baskets all over my house, including the living room, especially to put those items that don't really belong in the living room and are kind of hanging out until you have time to put them away. That's why I love baskets to help keep the clutter under control. In my opinion, it is very easy to integrate baskets into your decor because they come in different designs. But I especially love wicker baskets because they add an element of warmth into your space, which in turn makes the space feel more cozy and elevated. Another thing that it's not mentioned a lot, and I think it's extremely important, and it's kind of related to clutter, it's cable management. The last thing you may want is cables being exposed within your decor, and a perfect example is actually me. We recently changed our cable provider and I forgot to kind of go back and hide all the cables, and I'm going to show you a before and after because it is very easy to hide your cords nowadays. To hide the internet box, I use the slamp because it's pretty big, but you can also use baskets. And for the cables, I use our cable covers that I already had in my living room, and now it looks so much better and it's nice and hidden. Okay, so now that we got all the clutter out of the way, let's warm up the space and make it super cozy. Since neutral home decor has been so popular in the last few years, I feel like a lot of people have been leaning into just decorating with black and white and kind of been neglecting wood tones. And wood tones are so important in a space to kind of balance everything out. Think about nature. In nature, we have browns, greens, blues, and you kind of want to try to integrate that in your home, even if it's subtle. So that way your space can feel balanced and a sense of calm again. I don't know how many times I'm going to mention the word calm in this video, but I think that's what feeling cozy is all about. It's like the sense of calmness, balance, and just being able to enjoy your space without clutter. Books are definitely one of my secret weapons when it comes to decorating, especially shelves and coffee tables. I love decorating with home decor books, gardening books, history books, especially thrifted ones. This is my recent stack of thrifted books. When thrifting for books to decorate your home with, just make sure they're hardcover so that way you can take away the cover and it's much easier to decorate with them. I found that these books in this category are always great to decorate the coffee table or even shelves, but most importantly, they're kind of timeless because gardening is timeless. Sometimes home decor advice in the books are timeless, and I end up reading them and getting some advice from them too. I just wanted to highlight this beautiful book. It's actually dedicated to someone in Christmas in 1989. I wasn't even born yet. It's such a beautiful book. I want to show you some images. Like Maya Angelou. Love Maya. I can't wait to actually go through these book and actually read it. This is very special. Plants are another great way to make your living room more welcoming and cozy and calm. Adding plants florals or greenery to your home decor always creates the perfect cozy atmosphere. As I mentioned, if it's in nature, it should be in your indoor home decor, at least a little sprinkle of it. If you watch my previous video where I talk about how I'm a retired plant mom, guilty, I still have and recommend two real plants that will never die. It doesn't matter if you don't water them. I mean, you need to water them every once in a while. They take a long time and they're really hard to kill. One of them is the snake plant, and the other one is pothos. So those two plants I can recommend to absolutely anyone because they will stay alive. And if you're a retired plant mom like I am, I'm gonna give you the number one place where I get my artificial plants. I took a trip to World Market and I was amazed by not only the variety of plants, but also by how realistic they look. If you can see here, this looks like the trunk of a monstera plant, and it's so beautiful and so realistic. I think the trunk makes such a big difference in how realistic it looks. So if you're looking for artificial plants, I definitely recommend World Market, and this is not sponsored. And my second favorite place to get artificial plants is from Amazon, and I'm gonna link my favorite plant from Amazon, the most realistic one, on my description down below. Now let's talk texture. I mean, there's no coziness, right? Without blankets and throw pillows and a rug. And those are the three elements that I want to talk about in this section about textures. This is one of my favorite throw blankets. It's from IKEA. And this is my favorite because of the color, the texture, the price. And I'm gonna link it down below. And my second favorite is this beautiful crochet throw blanket that my mother-in-law made for my husband and I when we first moved in, and it's super cozy, and it's one of my favorites too. But yeah, you can get something sentimental like this for your home. You can even create it yourself if you're into a lot of hobbies like I am. And of course, you can also purchase them, but they are a must to have in your living room. And if you don't want to have them on top of your sectional sofa, when you're not using them, you can always put them in a basket. Okay, I have a confession. I always keep my throw pillows the same all year round. I think I found the combination that works for my home all year round. I don't have to change it. I only change it once during Christmas. And then after that, my couch always looks like this. If you're like me and you don't like making a lot of choices all the time, just find a combination that works for your home decor and your style and just keep it all year round. That's not a problem. Just make sure that you get something with texture, something with a pattern, something plain. And I'm gonna try to link some on Amazon, some combinations that may be good for you. The ones that I have are from Amazon, so I'll link those on my Amazon storefront. Another texture element that shouldn't be missing a living room, in my opinion, is the area rug. Area rugs center your living room, and they group all furnitures together. And the number one thing is, of course, not to have a rug that is too small because you don't want your furniture to feel like it's floating in the air. And of course, that could be another video on itself, and maybe I'll film that someday. But for now, I just want you to know that adding a rug, it's another textural element that you can add. And something else that I forgot to mention is curtains. Window treatments, especially curtains, can add another element of layering textures to your space. IKEA curtains are my favorite, and they're budget friendly, and they have different styles, different heights, and that's another element that you can add to add layering and texture to your living room. And I'm gonna take this moment to say that there are so many topics that I can dive into because I'm very passionate about interior design and home decor. But I would love for you to continue to follow my journey here on YouTube and subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're halfway there, but so thank you for supporting me. Subscribe if you haven't, because I have a lot more to say. Okay, so let's talk lighting. Lighting is one of my favorite topics when it comes to interior design. I think it's one of the most underrated too, because a lot of people don't realize the impact that lighting has in your space. The main way to introduce that mood lighting to create a cozy atmosphere is with lamps. Table lamps, floor lamps, wall sconces. And the great thing is that nowadays you will find many varieties of lighting that do not require for you to hardwire the lights. You have plug-in wall sconces, which is what I have behind me. And you also have the battery operated light bulbs, which opens a brand new way of lighting up your space. There is also strip lighting for your bookcases and your shelves. And overhead lights are a no-no when it comes to creating a cozy atmosphere. That's why I always keep my lamps on and my overhead lights turn off. And my husband is really happy about that. Another way to bring in more lighting, but also a sense of coziness, is with candles. It's the daytime, I'm filming, and I have a candle lit up next to me just because it creates that sense of hominess. I love like a very subtle, fresh, and clean smell, kind of like when you go into like a luxury hotel, that fresh and clean scent. That's what I love for my space. Sometimes I like seasonal candles that are not too like fragrant because I'm very sensitive to smells. So if you're like me and you may be too sensitive and you may not find what you're looking for, you can also opt for battery operated candles to set the mood and not necessarily to bring like a certain smell into your room. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for being here at 546 subscribers. I'm so happy that you're here on our road to 1,000 subscribers. That's actually sooner than we think, right? So I thank you for supporting me. If you like this video and you would like to hear more content about interior design and home decor and other topics, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like. If anything resonated with you in this video, please let me know in the comments. I love talking about interior design, home decor, so I can talk about it all day. So I'll answer all of your questions. And thank you so much. I appreciate your support. And until next time, have an amazing week.